everybody, I'm Richie. I'm a real estate professional in Southern California and Southern Oregon, and this is Property Scoop, giving you the inside scoop on buying, selling, and owning residential property. I'm excited to have one of my preferred lenders with me today, Adam Halem. Adam, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me. Pleasure.
Of course. And how long have you been in the real estate industry?
I've been in the real estate industry for a little over 15 years now.
Wow.
Which is crazy. I can't believe it.
Which is nuts because you're 18. So.
Yeah, exactly. I don't look old enough to have done anything longer than 10 years. So.
Exactly. And were you always a lender? What else did you do in the real estate?
I have my real estate license. When I
Awesome.
first got in this business, you needed a license to do even lending. So I've had that for that amount of time, and I've been in the banking world, the REO world, sold assets for banks, and pretty much done it all. But I love where I'm at today.
Awesome. Well, what we're talking about today is pre-approval. And one thing I hear from a lot of clients is, I don't want to get pre-approved right now. I want to wait until I find that perfect property, then I'll get my financing in order. And why is or isn't that a smart idea?
I mean, the market that we're in here in LA, you've got a lot of buyers vying for the same property.
Right.
So going into writing offers on properties, you want to have a pre-approval in place to be competitive. One of the things that we do for every client, every agent that writes an offer is I call the listing agent directly, letting them know who we are, telling them how amazing you are, how amazing the buyer is, making sure that we answer any questions that they or their seller may have to be comfortable with accepting your offer.
Awesome. Yeah, and that's definitely one of the benefits of working with you. And I just have to say that, unfortunately, I've had clients miss out on their dream home because they haven't wanted to get their pre-approval up front.
Yeah.
And in a market where things are on the market and they're gone within 2 days sometimes in 24 hours, you just can't compete if you don't have your financing in order.
Yeah.
So how tough is it to get your pre-approval up front? How long does it usually take?
I mean, the process could be a couple days, depending on the buyer. Right. We usually make an introductory phone call, get to know them a little bit, find out what they're really trying to do, figure out how I can add some value to them.
Sure.
And then we gather all their documents, their financials to get the pre-approval in place, which we usually have in about 24-hour turnaround time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. I mean, it's pretty easy to do that up front, obviously. So it's smart to take that extra time just at the beginning, get it out of the way. And from there, I have clients who have other concerns which are extremely valid.
Sure.
They're afraid if they get pre-approved right now and they don't find that right house within a month, they're going to have to go through the entire process again, update their pre-approval, possibly have their credit run again, and they might see issues with their credit score. So that kind of adds to a few questions. Number one, how long does a pre-approval last usually?
They're usually good for about 90 days, barring there's no serious life changes, loss of job, things like that.
Right.
We're in contact with them throughout the entire process, sometimes more than you even, to where they really get to know us, they get comfortable sending us items, updated items along the way.
Got it. Okay. And how tough is it to update a pre-approval after those 90 days?
It's not difficult at all. I mean, the credit is usually good for 90 days.
Okay.
So they're sending us items along the way. Every 30 days, they either get a new pay stub or a new bank statement.
Right.
So they're continuing to stay approved throughout the process.
Got it. That's great.
Yeah.
And with the credit report, it sounds like you run the credit normally up front. Is that right?
Yeah. So if they're comfortable and they're really interested in buying a property, they're going to need their credit run.
Right.
So we like to run it up front so we can avoid any challenges or tackle any challenges that they may have.
Sure.
A lot of times when we check credit, everything is perfect. And a lot of times there may be something there that they didn't know they had.
Right.
So we want to make sure that we cover all that stuff with them and get them in a really strong position to purchase a home.
Sure. And just to, after that initial 90 days, you said a credit report's normally good for. After that, if they do have to have their credit run again, is that really going to hurt their credit score, or what does that look like in terms of their credit?
I mean, there's some misconceptions for sure with running credit.
Okay.
You don't want to run your credit all around town, talk to 5 different people in
Exactly.
a 30-day period. But in a 90-day period, if you run your credit and you have to run it again, and you've done it twice in about a 180-day period, there's really no dings that are really going to hurt your credit or make any significant change in your credit.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, this is Adam Halem. He's an amazing lender. Going to leave his information down below. Just remember, it's very smart to get your approval done up front. I mean, you don't want to miss out on that perfect home when it becomes available. So please leave your comments down below with your real estate questions. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that little bell so you get notified when we make our next video. Thank you so much.